top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts Bringing Value Home. Superintendent of Police, 4 others listed as drug traffickers as OFAC issues more sanctions. U.S. Embassy in Georgetown warns against birth tourism. JAGDEO takes umbrage over endorsement criticism, says PPPC only endorse development. And the Santa Rosa residents complain bitterly of PPPC neglect. AZRUDDIN MOHAMED pledges to fix the issues. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm ALETHEA Grant with the Thursday, 5th June 2025 edition of the HGP Nightly News. This is what you need to know this evening. A serving member of the Guyana Police Force and 3 other Guyanese have been listed as drug traffickers by the United States Department of Treasury Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC. All of the named individuals are now sanctioned by the United States. Travis Chase is on that story.
Former Region 1 Police Commander Senior Superintendent Himnot Shaw was today named in a statement from the U.S. Department of Treasury Office of Foreign Assets Control as a drug trafficker. The United States says that Shaw is now a sanctioned individual in relation to the transshipping of cocaine from Guyana to the United States. Nightly News had previously reported on Shaw's involvement in the 4.4 tons of cocaine discovery in Region 1. He was the commander for that region at the time. He was later replaced as commander of the region and sent to head the transport workshop. The statement from OFAC also named Mark Cromwell, also known as Demon, Paul Dabby Jr., Randolph Duncan, and 2 Colombians as drug traffickers and now sanctioned individuals. The statement said that for decades, Guyana has been a transshipment point for the movement of drugs from South America to the United States. Quote, drug traffickers exploit the rivers and jungles of South America by transiting large quantities of cocaine from Colombia and Venezuela through the waters of Guyana and Suriname, the release said. According to OFAC, Guyana's proximity to the Caribbean, as well as reported corruption along its ports and borders, enables maritime vessels, also known as narco-submarines, to move through its waters undetected. It added that traffickers also arranged the importation of cocaine from Colombia and Venezuela to Guyana via small aircraft, utilizing illegal airstrips in this country. HGP Nightly News will bring you more details on this developing story in a subsequent newscast. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Travis. Meanwhile, the United States is cracking down on quote-unquote birth tourism, warning foreign nationals, including Guyanese, that using a visa to give birth in the United States for automatic citizenship may have consequences. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
The United States Embassy in Guyana on Wednesday issued a statement via its Facebook page cautioning that using a U.S. visa primarily to give birth so that a child acquires American citizenship is not permitted. The statement noted that consular officers will deny visa applications if they believe this is the applicant's intention. Additionally, the embassy warned that travelers who use Medicaid or other U.S. government assistance to pay for childbirth may be denied future visa renewals. Back in April 2025, the U.S. Department of State, through its Bureau of Consular Affairs, also issued a broader warning about the practice of quote-unquote birth tourism, where foreign nationals travel to the U.S. with the main goal of giving birth. The department emphasized that this is a violation of U.S. immigration law and that consular officers are actively identifying and rejecting such visa applications. According to the State Department, efforts are ongoing to prevent abuse of the immigration system through birth tourism. A past report revealed that more than 10,000 tourists per year were traveling to the U.S. to give birth. In 2015, U.S. authorities even raided hotels and apartments that sold package deals to pregnant women planning to deliver in the U.S. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana's President of the United Nations Security Council, Guyana, is calling for renewed attention to the Israeli-Gaza conflict and the protection of vulnerable populations. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
Guyana's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Caroline Rodriguez Burkett, on Wednesday addressed U.S. correspondents at a news conference following Guyana's assumption of the presidency of the UN Security Council. She emphasized that Guyana hopes to advance its call for a two-state solution to end ongoing war between Israel and Gaza. The country's focus will also include the protection of children in armed conflict, conflict prevention, and broader peace and security efforts.
I think that the framework to put in place the two-state solution is there through the various resolutions of the General Assembly. The question is implementation of these resolutions. I think that it is a blot on the international community, on the international system, that this matter has remained unresolved since 1948.
She added that the conference is intended to spotlight the relevance and urgency of the two-state solution, stressing that it is not a dead proposal and must be pursued.
Because if Israel and Palestine are to live in peace, we believe the two-state solution is the only solution. There can be no security guarantees if an entire people does not have their homeland, and this cycle of violence will continue.
Ambassador Rodriguez Burkett further reiterated Guyana's consistent position at the Security Council in support of the Palestinian people.
Guyana, as you know, is one of the founding members of the Committee on the Exercise of the Inalienable Rights of the Palestinian people. So our advocacy for this is rooted in our belief that occupation is wrong, that colonization is wrong, and that the self-determination of the people of Palestine must be exercised. And this is what we brought to the Security Council.
Guyana assumed this leading role at the beginning of June, presiding over the UN Security Council for 30 days. During this period, the country will steer high-level conversations on urgent global matters, including conflict resolution, poverty eradication, and the safeguarding of vulnerable populations. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thanks, Tiana. Join us after the break for more news.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Proper solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
With 70% ethyl alcohol, Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer eliminates 99.99% of all germs and even moisturizes in the process, leaving your skin clean and hydrated. Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer. How do you stay clean?
The moment is coming. He has the ball. Will he make the shot? And he made it. Goal! This is the biggest win we've seen in ages. Feel the rush with every bet and win big. Play online at www.ibetgamesur.com.
With iBet Supreme, every game is your game. iBet to win with iBet Supreme.
Must be 18 years and older to bet.
Welcome back with the HGP Nightly News. The Ministry of Health on Thursday urged the public to remain vigilant and take all necessary precautions following a recent announcement from the World Health Organization, WHO, regarding the emergence of a new SARS-CoV-2 variant. This variant, designated as NB181, is a variant under monitoring due to a notable global increase in COVID-19 cases, including within the Caribbean region. Current data suggests that symptoms associated with the NB181 variant may vary between individuals and include cough, sore throat, nasal congestion, fever, chills, headache, fatigue, shortness of breath, diarrhea, and loss of taste or smell. In response to the reduced risk of infection, the MOH is advising the public to practice good hygiene, including regular hand washing, seek immediate medical attention and testing if exposed to COVID-19 or if you are experiencing symptoms consistent with the virus. The ministry says it will continue to monitor the situation closely in coordination with regional and international health authorities and will provide updates as new information becomes available. Maintaining that there is no quid pro quo attempt, General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic and the country's sitting Vice President JAGDEO has lashed out at those who have criticized recent endorsements of President Irfaan Ali. Travis Chase reports.
General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic and the country's sitting Vice President JAGDEO has taken umbrage to the many criticisms surrounding the number of persons who have publicly endorsed President Irfaan Ali for the 2025 general elections. According to Mr. JAGDEO, it is not true that it was a quid pro quo arrangement.
No position in the once we win the elections, nothing of that sort. We are not a party like the AFC and APNU, where you know why they broke up. They couldn't come together because they wanted to decide how many persons will get aboard.
Speaking during his weekly press conference, the General Secretary claims those who have endorsed President Ali are confident that the PPPC will win the 2025 elections and are confident in the leadership of President Ali.
Not a single person has been offered anything. What I spoke to them about is, once you're part of our family, we want to see people develop personally, but we want that for the country too. And I said, when you come to the PPP, you're working for yourself and country. And a lot of these people they want that vision.
Most recently, a Partnership for National Unity Alliance for Change parliamentarian Geeta Chandan Edmund backed President Irfaan Ali for a second term in the September 1 general elections. Ms. Chandan Edmund, a former General Secretary of the People's National Congress Reform, issued the endorsement during debates on the CARICOM arrest warrant bill.
Our country, bringing people together, implement this exciting agenda that we have. So that's why they're coming to us. We didn't say, like, you got it, there's a quid pro quo for coming to us. We don't do that as a political party. So let me make that clear.
Before Chandan's endorsement of President Ali, several PNCR supporters, including James Bond, Daniel Siram, and Samuel Sandy, have endorsed President Ali for a second term. Mr. JAGDEO had this to say on the endorsements.
Our members and supporters, with respect. Now, I've seen a lot of attempts to vilify these people.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Meanwhile, Santa Rosa residents have complained bitterly of being neglected by the People's Progressive Party civic government. They ventilated deep concerns to a presidential hopeful who promised to address their concerns once elected to office. Here again is Travis Chase.
Embattled businessman AZRUDDIN MOHAMED has officially launched his presidential campaign, joining a growing list of candidates seeking the presidential seat later this year. Mr. Mohamed's recent visit to Region 1 saw him engage with hundreds of residents of Santa Rosa, located in the Moruca sub-district. Whilst there, residents ventilated their concerns over the lack of basic services, including infrastructure and health care.
The road is very bad. We make a lot of time requests to the present government and they've not turned no to us. So I know that you're going to do it for us this time here. Yeah. Also, we have a health post, a very small thing. And we request several years now to get a health center. And they only saying this budget, this budget, this budget. And I don't know when these budgets are going to reach to us.
The region, which is known to be a stronghold of the ruling People's Progressive Party Civic, has seen little to no progress in the last 5 years. The residents complained bitterly of being neglected by the government they voted for.
Is saying he want to make Guyana one Guyana. But what happened to the Amerindians? We left out? Huh? What happened to the Amerindians? Watch our road, our water system. It's not good. And then we frightened to come and talk.
An overpopulated secondary school in the region, according to one resident, is an issue that needs to be addressed immediately.
Our secondary school, right now, it has 700 odd children. It got over 80-something teachers. And that school was built for 500 and something. They said they're giving we an upgrade. The gun, the tile, the floor, whatever they do, it make no difference because at the end of the day, we still got to go in the very hot classroom. One room, 2 set of classes inside.
In response, the presidential hopeful promised to address the issues affecting the residents of Region 1 once elected into office. Mohammed said the issues affecting the residents of Region 1 are damning.
Yeah, we need them to go in the vehicle and see the struggles the people are facing. The everyday struggles, the children, they can't go to school. A lot of mothers, they just met with me. They told me 1 week now, the children can't go to school because of the condition of the road. Can you believe that?
Elections 2025 in Guyana is set for September 1, 2025. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Travis. Join us after the break. We have more news for you.
Be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Hey, you would like to purchase all? Only 71,600?
Yes, only at Gen N Accessories. We offer high quality, affordable heavy-duty machinery spare parts for various machines at unbeatable prices. We also crimp hydraulic hoses.
Check out Gen N Accessories at Lot 1 Public Road, Priceless, East Coast, Demerara.
Staying with us, you with the HGP Nightly News. MODEC has teamed up with the Protected Areas Commission, PAC, for the rehabilitation of 2 animal enclosures in Guyana Zoo. MODEC, in a press statement, said the investment valued at $4.5 million underscores its commitment to environmental conservation and PAC's efforts to enhance protected spaces for wildlife and public education. Raphael Fumas, country manager of MODEC in Guyana, said, a quote, "This vital initiative underscores our commitment to environmental stewardship and community engagement in Guyana and the well-being of our wildlife and enriches the visitor experience," end of quote. Work has been completed on the first enclosure, dedication to supporting environmental conservation initiatives, and its commitment to investing in the communities within which it ought to promote regional capital markets and improve financial literacy among Guyanese. Tiana Cole has that story.
Address at the University of Guyana's Money Week 2025 said, "Our visit is aimed at collaboration, assessing the financial landscape and helping to broaden and closely with the local financial sector."
You will have to look at what are your options for investing, what are your options for wealth creation. And so Guyanese, all the population need to be focused on learning and understanding and appreciating their options.
When ALETHEA knows it's part of market education, it could eventually offer most of the products and services available in the global stock markets.
Of market education, there will be a groundswell because we have younger people coming in and they will be demanding other products and services.
Here to explore partnerships with the government of Guyana and local companies. He emphasized the importance of financial literacy, stating that an informed market is key to building capital and generational wealth.
We do so through market education and
to creating lasting generational wealth in society.
All of our courses and training products are so designed that we input in them the importance all the time of financial literacy, financial education, and market education as well.
He added that the eCampus offers courses at various levels tailored to different professional and educational backgrounds, with a strong focus on ensuring financial information is accessible to the average citizen. Meanwhile, after more than 2 decades leading the Jamaica Stock Exchange, Dr. Marlene Street Forrest has retired. Under our tenure, 2015 to 2018, the Jamaica Stock Exchange was voted the best performing stock market in the world. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thanks, Tiana. Stay tuned. Regional News is up next.
Turbo with a new look, new style, with the same great taste in the 250 ml can. Everybody run out now. Go and go grab one. Me charge up with a turbo 250 ml at your favorite spot. Wait, sell. New look, new can, same vibes. Jinxing, energize up your life. Vibes up, work time, anytime we are turn up the party with turbo can. Turbo can, turbo can, turbo can. Now available in the new 250 ml can. Turbo energy drink. Charge up today.
This Father's Day, Digicel is showing love to the real MVPs, all the father figures who hold it down every day. And we're not talking socks and ties. We're talking an 85-inch TV to watch his favorite sports and a barbecue grill fit for the king of the backyard. 4 lucky winners will take home this epic combo. Just top up $1,000 or more and boom, you're entered into the draw. Give dad the gift of entertainment. Top up now, grill and chill with Digicel this Father's Day.
A nation united for one powerful night of praise and worship. It's the One Guyana Worship Experience. Monday, July 7th, CARICOM Day at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence, starting from 6 p.m. Join us for an unforgettable evening featuring international award-winning gospel ministers Chandler Moore, Todd Dulaney, Samuel Midas, Renwick Dewsbury. Out of Jamaica, the viral sensation, Prince Saj, also ministering, Faith Kurika, Cheryl Maloney, Timothy Roberts, Apostle Sean Sobers, Miriam Williams, Joshua Joe, and many more. The One Guyana Worship Experience, Monday, July 7th at the National Stadium. Admission is absolutely free, but you must secure your passes through your local churches, online, and designated outlets across the country. One nation, one people, one worship. The One Guyana Worship Experience. Don't miss it.
Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. The United Nations Special Representative on Sexual Violence in Conflict, Pamela Patton, has sounded the alarm over the sexual violence crisis in gang-ravaged Haiti. Patton raised the alarm over a surge in reports of sexual violence against women and girls since the beginning of the year, particularly rape, gang rape, and sexual slavery. Quote-unquote, these heinous crimes are overwhelmingly concentrated in areas under gang control, she said, warning that sexual violence is being used deliberately and systematically by gangs to assert power and punish certain communities. The UN official said survivors have reported being assaulted in their own homes or public spaces. Haiti has been gripped by spiraling gang violence ever since the 2021 assassination of President Jovenel Moise, according to the International Organization for Migration, IOM. The subsequent unrest has displaced 1 million people, more than half of them children. The UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, reported that on widespread sex abuse, exploitation, and recruitment by the gangs. The UN said that as health centers shut down and insecurity pushes families into overcrowded shelters, access to essential services remains limited, warning that without accountability, perpetrators are further emboldened. She called on the international community to step up financial support. The Trinidad and Tobago government on Wednesday said it is, quote-unquote, closely monitoring the situation after Venezuela claimed that it had intercepted a number of hitmen among several others who had entered the South American country from the Caribbean community CARICOM country. Quote-unquote, the Ministry of Defense is aware of the recent reports concerning a claim made by the President of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, alleging the infiltration by Colombian paramilitary groups in eastern Venezuela through Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Defense said in a statement. Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro claimed that the Colombian hitmen had been detained with heavy weapons as they attempted to enter the country on Monday. Maduro insisted that Venezuelans live in peace thanks to the government's efforts to neutralize the actions of terrorist groups. The U.S. Department of State, through its Bureau of Consular Affairs, has issued a warning to foreign nationals attempting to enter the United States on tourist visas for the purpose of quote-unquote birth tourism. This practice involves traveling to the U.S. with the primary intention of giving birth and securing automatic U.S. citizenship for the child. The department emphasized that such actions are a violation of the U.S. immigration law and are deemed unacceptable. Consular offices are actively identifying and denying visa applications linked to this practice. Furthermore, the Department of State cautioned that individuals who exploit immigration systems through birth tourism may face significant long-term repercussions. Quote-unquote, those who abuse our immigration system in this manner may become ineligible for future visas or travel to the United States, the Bureau further warned. These measures underscore the U.S. Department of State's commitment to serving and protecting American taxpayers and communities by preventing the misuse of our immigration laws. If a visa applicant is found to be seeking a tourist visa primarily for the purpose of giving birth in the United States to obtain citizenship for their child, the visa will be denied. A report had previously shown that more than 10,000 tourists each year were traveling to the U.S. to give birth. In 2015, U.S. authorities even conducted raids on hotels and apartments that offered package deals to pregnant women traveling to the U.S. for childbirth. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.
Superintendent of Police, 4 others listed as drug traffickers, as OFAC issues more sanctions. U.S. Embassy in Georgetown warns against birth tourism. JAGDEO takes umbrage over endorsement criticisms, says PPPC only endorses development. And the Santa Rosa residents complain bitterly of PPPC neglect. AZRUDDIN MOHAMED pledges to fix the issues. Those are our major headlines for these stories.